Hello everyone. I wanted to take this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Kristine Lund, and I am currently the interim principal dean at Martin Luther University College. Welcome to fall term. I'm currently standing outside of Luther on the deck. Usually, this deck would have Adirondack chairs scattered around on it, and students would be making use of the space to enjoy lunch together, to have a hot beverage, to prepare for class, or maybe even have a short rest. Unfortunately, the only living things that are on this deck currently are the Canada geese. I'd much prefer to have you. But as you know, we've transitioned to online learning. However, it's still important for us to recognize that Luther exists on the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee, and the Neutral peoples. And we're very grateful for our Indigenous peoples that shared their wisdom over the centuries with settlers to help us thrive in this new land. And we acknowledge the land as a way of committing ourselves to building stronger and healthier relationships with our Indigenous brothers and sisters. This term is different than what probably most of us expected or wanted. But it is important for us to continue to learn in a remote learning environment so we can do our part to lessen the impact of COVID-19. It's also important for you to understand that we're not just making do in this online experience. No, in fact, we're finding new ways to teach and learn. We're not just face-to-face in the way that we used to be. We're finding different ways to be face-to-face that are mediated through technology, that can bring us together, that can support us to create a learning community, that can be a rich learning experience. In this way, our screens become a point of connection and a way that we can be present to each other. I certainly can appreciate that remote learning has different challenges than classroom learning. I would still encourage you to lean into the experience. Be brave and ask questions. Engage the conversations, both that happen in small groups and in the larger class. When you're unsure about something, reach out to a peer or ask your professor. Together, we can have an engaged learning experience in a remote context that can be rich. I've heard that there's some confusion about winter term, and so I just want to be clear about that now. Winter term will continue in a remote learning context like we're doing in fall term. I think where some of the confusion may have arisen was because in Laurier's announcement there was some reference to professional programs. It is true that students are in ministry and clinical placements, and in some situations that is occurring face-to-face. And those will continue as long as it remains safe to do so. If the cases of COVID-19 continue to rise and it becomes important to shut those placements down, we will need to have other conversations about how to complete those practicum and ministry placements. Please be assured that if that happens, we will be communicating with you. We're going to figure this out together. How you can be successful in those placements, how you can complete the necessary hours, and how we will fulfill the expectations both for your courses and for your degree. If at any time you have questions and concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. I also want to remind you of the resources on campus that are there to support your learning. The Writing Center is there to support your writing, so if you know that that's challenging for you, book a session. Accessible Learning is there to support your learning challenges. The Wellness Center has both medical and psychological services available to you, and the Delton Glebe Center is a service provided from Luther that also can provide some psychotherapy and mental health resources. Please reach out. If you need other services, ask your professors. Perhaps they can refer you to somewhere else in the community, or they're aware of something else on campus. My hope is to 2-3 weeks to create another video as a way to connect with you throughout fall term. If in between you would like to reach out to me, please feel free to do so. You can find my contact information on the website. Until I speak to you again, I wish you a rich learning experience, and I hope the beginning of fall term continues to go well. Best wishes. Bye for now.